Point total, point spread, winner 2 or 3-way, future bets? Is sports betting jargon making your head spin? It will stop in a moment. Here are the answers to the most frequently asked questions. What's a total and why do we see 0.5 or 0.0? A total is a type of bet that lets you wager on points total, goals, rounds, or multiple other items from a game or a season without necessarily choosing a score outcome. Mise-o-jeu Plus provides the total and you bet on whether the final overall score will be higher, plus, or lower, minus, than the number shown in the betting option. You'll often notice that this total is followed by a 0.0 or 0.5. Why is that? After all, you can't score half a goal in a hockey game. It's just so there is no confusion. For instance, in a football game, the total points can be set at 42.5. Let's say you bet on a higher total. If the team score a total of 43 points or more, you win the bet. But if the total score is 42 points or less, you lost. What's a point spread? The point spread is a defined margin to balance the team's chances in a bet. The favorite team must win by more points than the provided point spread for the bet to be successful. On the other hand, if you choose the underdog and they lose by fewer points than the spread provided, your bet is a winning one. And of course, if the underdog wins the game, you win your bet. It's particularly popular in high-scoring sports such as football and basketball, but it's also available for most sports. For example, in a fictional game between a team with a record of 10 wins against a team with only losses, the undefeated team would obviously be heavily favored, and their odds for a victory would be very low. A point spread is then suggested to offer more interesting odds for the undefeated team while adding a level of difficulty. Conversely, the winless team's odds are greatly lower, but the outcome becomes more attractive with the point spread. In the case at hand, let's say it's 10.5. The favorite team must win by 11 points or more for you to win your bet, otherwise you lose it. In short, instead of having odds of 1.05 for the favorite to win, you've got odds of 1.91 if you take the point spread. If you choose the underdogs, it's the other way around. They must lose by less than 11 points or even win for you to win your bet. The odds are obviously less attractive than if you'd bet on them winning outright. At Mise-o-jeu Plus, the point spread is represented by a plus for the underdog and a minus for the favorite. What happens when a spread is followed by a 0.0? As for the total points, the spread won't always be posted with a half unit. So what happens if it's a round number and it lands directly on it? We call that a push. What is it? It just means that the prediction in your combo has been cancelled. You'll be refunded your wager if your bet was a single one. If your bet was a combo, the prediction will be removed, and the total odds will be recalculated without this prediction. In short, it's as if you never made that prediction. What's a winner two-way? A winner two-way is betting on the team that will win the game. The odds shown reflect each team's chances, with a higher potential gain for the underdog and a lower one for the favorite. The winner three-way option is available when a game may end in a tie. For example, in soccer or hockey, in these sports, you can choose the outcome of a game before overtime periods and shootouts. What's a futures bet? This type of bet lets you wager on events or group of events whose outcome will be known at a later time. In this category, you'll find bets on season or tournament champion, trophy winners, etc. What happens if there is a tie in a futures bet? Two teams can't win the Stanley Cup or the Super Bowl. That's a given. However, two players can finish a season tied for top scorer. If that happens, the dead heat rule applies. If a question's outcome results in a tie between two or more individuals or teams, and such an outcome isn't offered for that question, the odds corresponding to your prediction on these individuals or teams will be divided by the number of individuals or teams tied. But if all choices involved are winners, the bet will be void. Follow the Back to Basics series to explore all the Mise-o-jeu Plus features and make the most of your betting experience.